What's going on, everyone? Today, going to weigh, I got my scales set up, gonna weigh the S1000RR. Gonna go over a few things on the current setup of it, which is basically just a few things removed, and the fluids and stuff that are in it, and we'll get a final weight and kind of go over all that. So anyways, 2022 S1000RR. Obviously the graphics are removed. I've seen a few gray ones around where I'm at, and they all still have the graphics. I wanted them removed. I like how it looks. I like the clean, just a sleek look. Not too big on decals of any sort, really. But anyways, let's get into it. So first thing, we're gonna go ahead and check the fuel. I'm not exactly sure how much fuel I had in it last time I rode it. It's been a few weeks, I think like 2 weeks, but let's see, when we run through the menu, if the menu button feels like working. There we go. We got, all right, so what's that? Just barely over half a tank. All right, that's at 6 bars and 4 bars. Yeah, so just barely over half a tank. For anyone that cares about that measure. I do have the seat pad off. I wanted to see how it rode, and the a few things, I guess. The weight difference, the height difference, because I was thinking about getting the carbon fiber seat. So I kind of wanted to see a few things with that. And as of right now, I do have the slip-on off, just to kind of see how it sounded and have a little bit more noise before spending $2,000+ on a full exhaust. So I have all that right here, so we can weigh that. I have the scale set up, this little kitchen scale. It's zeroed out with the little box, but I have the box here just to make it a little easier to hold the few things that are on here. So the slip-on, the pad and cover, and then the rear sets. Since those come off when you take the slip-on off. So those by themselves got about 1 pound 6 ounces. Then the seat pad, for whatever it's worth, about another pound. It's like 15 ounces by itself. And then we'll go ahead and do the slip-on. I think it's like another 5 pounds. Yeah, so that brings us up to a total of 7 pounds and 5.1 ounces for that stuff. Okay, so before we go ahead and push the bike up, I'll just show the scales are zeroed out. And let me get this thing pushed up onto the scales. It's a little hefty, but we'll be all right. About centered right there. Yeah, we'll rock with that. All right, so let's get a little more into frame. There we go. So 434 pounds, 433 pounds. I don't know, I feel like that's a little heavy, but at the same time, the bike is basically still all stock. If we added that, what was it, 7 pounds onto the bike, back on there, that puts it right at about, we'll call it 440 even. I'm not really sure how everyone races these bikes, as in with the fuel. I don't know if I would assume they run it down to as low as possible. So I think this 4.5 gallon tank, if it's got just over a half, so I could probably, get another, I don't know, 20 pounds off of it. Ooh, excuse me, if I were to run it dry. Something like that, maybe closer to 28 pounds. I think fuel is roughly 7 pounds a gallon, something like that. So, but I'm not real big into racing it. I don't try to get all the little ounces out of it. Maybe one day, but not today. So anyways, that's that. 433 pounds. It seems where it's sticking after all the, I guess after the bike's done moving around, with the current things off of it. So keep a lookout for anything that I might do in the future. Also have some other weight videos, the ZX4RR, and I'm gonna weigh the Grom as well. So keep a lookout for that. Thank y'all for watching.